Hello, students. Today we'll be discussing the concept of leadership. So, let us first try to understand that what leadership is all about. What do we understand, or what is the meaning of leadership? So, we can define it as a process wherein you try to influence somebody else, wherein you try to motivate someone else to do certain tasks so that they can achieve some predetermined goals. So, basically, as a leader, what we have to try to do is we have to try to convince others for doing certain tasks. Now, what kind of tasks it would be? If we are talking about an organization, then a leader would try to get the task of the organization done. If we talk of the say our day to day life, then say if I am a leader of the group, I'll try to get the goals of the group achieved through my leadership tactics. So let us look at the definition. It says leadership is the process of influencing others behavior to work willingly for the achievement of predetermined goals. It is a function of three factors. Now let us understand this, that the leadership, it depends on what all things. So we are saying it depends on three factors: the leader, the followers, and the situation. So the leader would determine what kind of leadership qualities he or she is having, what kind of leader he or she is, what kind of leadership style is being followed. So the leader defines that what would be the leadership like. Similarly, the followers. Whom are you leading, right? If you are a leader, then there has to be some followers. So the characteristics of your followers would also change, or would also bring about some distinction in the kind of leadership. Say if I am in an organization wherein I am leading a team of 10 people, of 10 employees. Now all these employees are very lazy, they do not do work properly, they come late to the office, then in that case I will have to be a strict leader. But on the other hand, if say I have the followers, or if my team which I have got are the ones who are very self motivated, or they are the ones who take up the initiatives on their own and do their task on their own, then in that case I will be more participative in my approach. So the follower determines the kind of leadership that has to be there. And the last factor is the situation. How would the situation impact? Let's take an example that I have a team of employees who are very good workers. They always do their task on time and everything is going well. So I follow a participative approach with them. But say a task comes which has a very stringent deadline, and deadline is fast approaching, and we have to get the work done very efficiently. And I notice that the team that I am having, the employees that I am having, are not taking it that very seriously. So although they are good employees, I know they'll finish their task, but at this time, because the deadline is fast approaching and I have to get the work done very quickly, I might turn out to be a bit strict leader in this situation. So same leader is there, same followers are there, but the situation has changed, so the leadership style might change. So leadership is a function of three factors: the leader, the followers, and the situation. Now on the other hand, what is management? Let us understand the definition, and then we will discuss the distinction or the differences between leadership and management. So management is the use of authority inherited in the designated formal rank in order to get the compliance from the organizational members. So when I am talking about my organizational teams, the team which has been given to me by my organization, and I am managing them, then I am a manager. Now, when we'll come to the difference, then also we'll discuss this point. But there is one line which we say that all leaders, listen to this very carefully, all leaders need not be managers, but all managers must be good leaders. See, when I am a manager, it simply means that in the organizational hierarchy, I have been given a position. I have been given a managerial position. I have a team. I have employees who work under me. So, by the virtue of my formal authority, I can get my task done from this team. So, I am a manager. Who is a leader? Somebody who can get the task done, or somebody who can influence the others even if that formal authority is not there. Fine. Let us take a very simple example. Say I am your teacher, right? I am teaching you organizational behavior in one semester. Now, because at this point of time I am your teacher, I am teaching you a subject, I have a formal authority, right? I have been given it this authority in through the hierarchy, through the organizational hierarchy, because this class has been assigned to me. So I have some formal powers with me. Like, say for example, your attendance, your class test marks, your assignment marks, all these are the powers that have been given to me by the virtue of my position, right? So I am a manager. Now in this scenario, if I'll tell you something, if I'll give you some task, you all will do that, right? Or I know the ways of getting the task done, either by giving some positive rewards or by giving punishments. I can get my work done because I have that formal power. When would I call myself a leader? If I know that even if these formal powers are not with me, I can get my work done, or I can influence your thoughts, or I can make you achieve the predetermined goals. So if there is some teacher who is maybe not teaching you, or maybe has never taught you directly, but you listen to her or him, or you respect him or her, or you value their ideas and you get influenced by what they are saying, then they will be true leaders. So let us understand the differences between leader and manager. The first is, the leaders can exist even in completely unorganized groups, whereas managers are prevalent only in the organized structures. So the leader can also be of an informal group. Manager की जब term manager use करेंगे, it has to be in the formal setting. It has to be in the formal organizational setting as per the organizational hierarchy. लेकिन लीडर जो है वो आपके जो इनफॉर्मल ग्रुप्स बनते हैं, उसमें कोई ऐसा है जो आपको इन्फ्लुएंस करता है, आपके थॉट्स को इन्फ्लुएंस करता है, या जिसकी बातें आपको अच्छी लगती हैं या जिन्हें आप फॉलो करते हो, दैट पर्सन कैन बी अ लीडर. Second point is that the leader can influence subordinates even without formal authority. That the point that we have already discussed, because what they use for influencing is their personal qualities or their informal authority. Whereas in case of manager, they are able to influence the subordinates only due to the formal authority that has been given to them by the organization due to their position. The third difference is that the leader thrives on change and are not comfortable with the status quo. Status quo का मतलब होता है stability, ठीक है, कि जो जैसा है वो वैसा ही रहे, that means status quo. Whereas managers long for stability. अब इस पॉइंट का क्या मतलब है कि जो लीडर्स होते हैं, ठीक है, लीडर्स का वन ऑफ द करेक्टरिस्टिक्स इज दैट दे वुड ऑलवेज बी वेरी इनोवेटिव. दे विल ऑलवेज ट्राई टू keep on doing new things. They will keep on challenging themselves as well as their followers to try something new, to make their achievements, to make their performances better. Whereas if you talk of a manager formal position है, हमें अपना काम करवाना है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का, तो वहाँ पर उनको स्टेबिलिटी चाहिए कि आज ये काम आया है, मेरे पास टीम है, वो बहुत अच्छे से काम कर रही है, यही काम हमारे पास बार बार आता रहे, तो आई विल बी वेरी हैप्पी एज अ मैनेजर. बट आई विल नॉट बी हैप्पी एज अ लीडर, बिकॉज इन दैट केस आई विल नॉट हैव एनीथिंग टू डू, राइट? क्योंकि लीडर का तो काम ही यही है कि वो दूसरों को इन्फ्लुएंस कर सके, दूसरों को मोटिवेट कर सके कुछ अच्छा अचीव करने के लिए. तो अगर चेंज नहीं होगा, अगर स्टेबिलिटी हो जाएगी काम में, तो एक लीडर जो है वो कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं कर पाएगा. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट है दैट द लीडर फोकसेस ऑन विजन, मिशन, गोल्स एंड aspire to achieve them, whereas the focus of managers is on objectives, policies, procedures, so more of formal things of the organization. Then the next point is that the leader creates a paradigm shift by transforming an existing scenario into new scenario, whereas the manager excels while remaining in the same paradigm under the given circumstances. This is somewhat similar to the third point that we have discussed, that leader is more useful, or a leader is more required in the situations when there has to be a shift in the situations, wherein there has to be a shift in the scenarios, wherein there has to be shift in the conditions. Whereas if something is going on as per the same procedure for ages, it has to be repeated again and again, then the manager can also do the task. The last point is, which I was telling you in the last slide as well, that all the leaders are not managers. Why? Because in first point also we said that the leaders can also exist in completely unorganized groups or the informal groups, but managers would be there only in the formal groups. तो ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हर लीडर जो है वो मैनेजर हो. ऐसे लोग भी हो सकते हैं जो मैनेजर नहीं है, जिनके पास कोई फॉर्मल अथॉरिटी नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी हम उन्हें फॉलो करते हैं. So they are the leaders. Manager के केस में हमने क्या लिखा है? All the managers must be leaders. Why? Because as a manager, you have to get the task done from people. So it is good, it is important if you are a good leader, because if you are a good leader, you will be able to influence your subordinates easily. You will be able to get the task done from them easily. You will be able to motivate them in a better manner. Next is characteristics of leadership. So there are 4 major characteristics. First is it is process of influence. हमने definition में भी कहा कि leadership का मतलब है दूसरों के mind को, दूसरों के thoughts को influence करना. किस लिए? वो हमारा second point है, goal oriented, ताकि वो एक प्री-डिटर्मिन्ड गोल को अचीव कर सकें. वो गोल कुछ भी हो सकता है. दैट प्री-डिटर्मिन्ड गोल कैन बी रिलेटेड टू द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल गोल, इट कैन बी रिलेटेड टू द पर्सनल गोल ऑफ योर फॉलोअर, और इट कैन बी रिलेटेड टू द गोल ऑफ द टीम्स और गोल ऑफ द ग्रुप दैट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. The third characteristics is that it depends on the personal qualities of the leader. Leader की अपनी क्या पर्सनल क्वालिटीज़ हैं, वो लीडरशिप के करेक्टरिस्टिक को डिफाइन करेगा. इफ़ आई एम a short tempered person, or if I am somebody who say cannot tolerate the indiscipline or something, then I might be a very autocrat leader, right? Who would only like to have followers who listen to her or who listen to him and do whatever I am saying, and should not diverge from what I am saying. On the other hand, if my personality trait is such that I am very adjusting, or I listen to the others, I am a good listener, I am a compromising person, I like to do teamwork, then in that case I'll be more participative leader, wherein I would want everybody to join in, wherein I would want everybody to contribute and then take the decisions. Last is it is related to situation. This also we have discussed already in the definition of leadership. Then is leadership styles. So there are 3 major styles which is written on the top: autocratic leadership, participative, or it is also known as democratic leadership. Third is free rein or laissez-faire. ऑटोक्रेटिक लीडरशिप क्या है? ऑटोक्रेटिक का क्या मतलब होता है? जो अपना हुक्म चलाते हैं, ठीक है, जिनको लगता है कि जो हम कह रहे हैं वैसे ही होना चाहिए, हमारी ही बात सुनी जानी चाहिए, दैट इज़ ऑटोक्रेटिक लीडरशिप. तो जो ऑटोक्रेटिक लीडर्स होंगे, जो बहुत ज़्यादा इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं रखेंगे फॉलोअर्स की, जो कैरेट एंड स्टिक अप्रोच फॉलो करेंगे, दे विल बी ऑटोक्रेटिक लीडर्स. Autocratic leaders में भी there can be some who use the punishments and there can be some who use the positive rewards. So there are different kinds of autocratic leaders that we'll discuss just now after the leadership styles. Second leadership style is participative और democratic. पार्टिसिपेटिव का क्या मतलब होता है? जो सबको साथ लेकर चलें, जो सबकी पार्टिसिपेशन के साथ काम करें. तो डेमोक्रेसी इज़ देयर. डेमोक्रेसी का क्या मतलब होता है? कि हर एक को अपनी बात कहने का हक है. तो पार्टिसिपेटिव लीडरशिप स्टाइल में क्या होगा कि लीडर अपने फॉलोअर्स की बात सुनेंगे, लीडर अपनी बात कहेंगे, देन कलेक्टिवली दे विल डिसाइड दैट हाउ दे हैव टू मूव फोर्थ और हाउ दे हैव टू अचीव देयर प्रीडिटरमिन्ड गोल. लास्ट है फ्री रायन और लेज़र-फेयर. फ्री रायन या लेज़र-फेयर का क्या मतलब होता है? कि आपने खुला छोड़ दिया, ठीक है, आपने पार्टिसिपेटिव स्टाइल में तो हम क्या कह रहे हैं कि हम इकट्ठे बैठ के डिस्कस कर रहे हैं। फ्री रेंज स्टाइल में आप ऐसा कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो। लेजर फेयर स्टाइल में आप क्या कर रहे हो, आप सब कुछ अपने फॉलोअर्स पर छोड़ देते हो, ठीक है। या अगर हम मैनेजर हैं तो सब कुछ हम अपने सबऑर्डिनेट्स पे छोड़ देते हैं, उनको हम बता देते हैं ये काम करना है, ठीक है, ये गोल हमें अचीव करना है एज अ टीम, या फॉलोअर्स और लीडर को मिलके ये एक काम पूरा करना है। कैसे करना है, कौन किस स्टाइल से कर रहा है, उसमें लीडर इंटरफेयर नहीं करते हैं। दैट इज़ द लास्ट लीडरशिप स्टाइल, लेजर फेयर और फ्री रेंज स्टाइल। अब इसी के नीचे एक और डायग्राम है जो इसमें ऑटोक्रेटिक स्टाइल के टाइप्स गिवन है, राइट। सो विल जस्ट डिस्कस देम। फर्स्ट इज एक्सप्लॉयटेटिव ऑटोक्रेट। एक्सप्लॉयटेटिव ऑटोक्रेट का क्या मतलब होता है, समबडी हु यूजेस पनिशमेंट्स, ठीक है। तो वो नेगेटिव इन्फ्लुएंस यूज़ करते हैं ऑटोक्रेसी मेंटेन करने के लिए, कि इस तरह का दबाव बना के रखना फॉलोअर्स पे कि अगर आपने नहीं माना जो हम कह रहे हैं एज अ लीडर, तो आपको पनिश किया जाएगा या आपको ग्रुप पनिश करेगा। सो यू हैव टू लिसन टू मी और यू हैव टू डू व्हाट आई एम सेइंग। दैट इज एक्सप्लॉयटेटिव ऑटोक्रेट। यू आर एक्सप्लॉयटिंग योर फॉलोअर्स। सेकेंड है बेनेवोलेंट ऑटोक्रेट। बेनेवोलेंट ऑटोक्रेट का क्या मतलब होता है, अभी भी ऑटोक्रेटिक आप हो, लेकिन आप नेगेटिव से ज़्यादा यानी कि पनिशमेंट से ज़्यादा पॉजिटिव रिवॉर्ड्स को यूज़ करते हो। सो इंस्टेड ऑफ सेइंग दैट इफ़ यू डू नॉट लिसन टू मी आई विल पनिश यू, in benevolent autocrat we say if you do listen to me, if you do the way I am telling you, you will be rewarded. So rewards are used more as compared to the punishments. In exploitative autocrat, punishments are used more as compared to rewards. Last है manipulative autocrat. मैनिपुलेटिव ऑटोक्रेट जो लीडर्स होंगे वो ऐसे लीडर्स होंगे जो आपसे जब बात करेंगे या जब आपको लीड कर रहे हैं तो वो आपको ऐसा लगेगा कि पार्टिसिपेटिव स्टाइल फॉलो हो रहा है, पार्टिसिपेटिव लीडरशिप स्टाइल फॉलो हो रहा है। हाँ, हमसे सुनी भी जाती है, हमसे डिस्कस किया जाता है, बट एक्चुअल में द लीडर विल डू व्हाट ही और शी हैज़ ऑलरेडी थॉट ऑफ। तो वो सुनेंगे सबकी पर करेंगे वही जो उन्होंने सोच रखा है। दैट इज मैनिपुलेटिव ऑटोक्रेट। दैट इज दे आर मैनिपुलेटिंग देयर फॉलोअर्स, दे आर बीइंग ऑटोक्रेटिक, बट द फॉलोअर्स माइट नॉट कम टू नो, द फॉलोअर्स माइट फील दैट द पार्टिसिपेटिव और द डेमोक्रेटिक अप्रोच इज बीइंग फॉलोड। नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है हमारा लीडरशिप थ्योरीज, विच वील डू इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो।